you guys so very much for tuning in to another episode of About the Night, episode 38.
38.
Godly, we in the motherfucking building. Thank you guys so very much for tuning in. Please do not forget to drop that like, subscribe, turn on your notifications, tune in to us every week as we go over some things that are happening in the world right now. And obviously, as we talk about the night, you know, we obviously had experienced the first NFL game that kicked off in the 2022 season. We witnessed the Rams versus the
Bills.
Who they play?
Bills.
Buffalo
Are you trying
Bills.
to be Sports Center or something?
No, I was just saying, like, that's, you know, football, man. It's back. Dun, 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 dun.
Dun, 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 dun.
Dun, 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 dun.
Dun, 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 dun.
Hey, man, it's NFL season. You know what I mean?
You supposed to be the black Chris Berman?
Damn.
Whoop. You know, hey, yeah, we got it. We got the sound effects. We got the extras. We can do it.
Yeah, we got the extra dark Swami.
But you know what I mean? As expected, though, my boy Josh Allen came out there and did his motherfucking thing.
Yeah, man. What y'all think of the game? I didn't see it, but I saw the box score on it.
I saw the first half, like it was preseason for some reason. The second half, obviously, we were all occupied taking care of some business. But, like, you know, the first half was a mixed review. It was a low-scoring game. It was like, 10-7 at that point in time before halftime. A bunch of interceptions, a few fumbles, some high hopefuls, rookie names that went out there and fumbled the ball. I'm not going to say he fumbled the bag because there's still high hopes for him. His name is James Cook. It's Dalvin Cook's brother, you know. And he, you know, in preseason he definitely showed his flashes and his speed, elusiveness, and a lot of people have high hopes for him. So, you know, I hope he bounces back from that fumble.
Yeah.
But ultimately, you know, I knew Josh Allen was going to be elite. And I've been asking everyone the question is, all these greats are retiring. Peyton Manning.
He didn't look elite.
He is stepping up into the elite quarterback light to where we expect Patrick Mahomes.
Agreed.
Josh Allen.
The expectation, but he didn't look elite today. He had 2 picks.
Yeah, even with the 2 picks, he still went out there and balled.
That's not – you shouldn't have 2
So
picks.
what about Patrick Mahomes?
Ben Roethlisberger had a lot of picks, but he also had a lot of touchdowns at the same time.
What about the white god Wayne Brady?
A couple.
Exactly.
Because they're going to win the Super
a
Bowl.
couple
They're going to
picks
win. They
wasn't
have
his
to. This
fault.
is last year, right? He announced this last year.
Maybe.
It might be one of them. Like he threw to the receiver.
And he dropped it.
It was in his body, and then he just let it go, and the DB just grabbed
I
it.
think I seen that. Was
Yeah.
the first one.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, he really threw like 1 pick tonight.
Right.
So he had, 3 touchdowns, 1 rushing, and 1 pick. It's a hell of a game,
It's a hell of a
especially
game.
on the road. opening season.
Fantasy, but I wasn't really surprised by it because I picked the Bills to win the game. I mean,
Right.
just in and I'm not in on fantasy this year.
The Rams ain't the same since the Super Bowl. So.
Well, no, they're stacked. They're stacked. I felt like the Rams were gonna go through that championship rust,
Right.
and you know, a lot of times they get so excited because of the fans and stuff like that, and they're, you know, excited to show off the rings that they just won and
Right.
that type of thing. And I felt like the Bills was gonna go in there like they got something to prove. They was gonna play harder than the Rams were. I don't necessarily think I take away from the game. I don't necessarily think I'm gonna flat out say the Bills are better than the Rams. I'm not gonna say that.
They are. They are in the aspect of the Rams really did lose some major players. You did mention that. They lost not only Von Miller, who had 2 sacks
he had
against
2
his
sacks.
old team, right? They not only lost a defensive threat, they also lost a wide receiver, in Odell Beckham Jr.
Yeah,
and
but they added when you know you say they lost it. Yeah, Von Miller's gone, but they added Bobby Wagner though.
okay.
So it's not like
Bobby Wagner is
it's
actually
not like they had
decent.
like
It's
they
a
took
solid name.
a step back. Like what I'm saying is
Was
the
he-
Rams roster might be one of the best rosters in the league. Like when you talk about talent wise, like names of talent.
Right, in L.A.
Yeah.
I get it.
Now I'm happy right now. I'm a Niner fan. Them niggas 0-1. So hey, I'm glad they lost, but I predicted they were gonna lose. But I don't look at it as a situation where this is gonna be a trend for them to look like this.
Okay.
Like,
All right.
and I also don't think the Bills are gonna look that good.
Let's go back to the question I asked earlier about the quarterback situations. Let's go around the room. Let's just get interactive. Fuck it. We say one quarterback, and you know, who do you have, Warren? Give me a number 1 elite quarterback in the league today.
Just name one quarterback.
One quarterback. We'll go around. We'll keep going.
I mean, Brady's my man.
Okay.
I feel like he's close to being done, but I feel like we've seen one of the top two tonight. I'd say Josh Allen.
Okay. Brady is definitely that holding on, that dying breed of quarterbacks and elites that we grew up on. Let me put it that way. We grew up on.
Absolutely.
Right? So I'll give you Tom Brady. Rob, who you got?
That's elite.
Elite quarterback and elite. Mahomes. Okay. We said that already, obviously. Man was paid, what, $500 million? $500 million?
It ain't even the money though. It's what you accomplishing.
Changing the game.
Like you gotta think about what he's done when he's come in.
Right.
He's got 2 Super Bowl appearances. He's got 1 win.
Mm-hmm.
You know that's elite.
Right.
To me, for you to be my elite category when it comes to quarterbacks is different than maybe most people. I think some people have that idea where who's potentially can be elite. I don't do that.
Mm-hmm.
If you're elite, to me, you're elite. You have to have at least, by the bare minimum, have gotten to the championship.
Right.
I get
To
you
be
there.
considered an elite
Quarterback.
quarterback. Because a lot of people that's saying Herbert's elite, you're stupid as fuck.
So let me say on that.
He's got potential to get there, but he's not elite.
Oh, you just
Let me fact check you real quick. Dan Marino, elite?
Yeah. Oh, of course. He got to the Super Bowl. He got his ass waxed by the Niners, but they got there.
Okay. So
There you go.
just in
And he was
appearance.
a-
because he was just
alone.
saying
He was in a time, no. See, Dan Marino was in a time like I think a lot of people, anybody that's listening to sports now, like they're not old enough to remember. Dan Marino was slinging the ball like he was doing it at a
Right.
time where that wasn't the game.
Right. Very true.
It wasn't a passing league.
Very true.
When Dan Marino was quarterbacking, so when he was putting up the numbers he was putting up and stuff like that, like it was a different game. If Dan Marino was playing today, like he'd be setting records.
Right.
He'd be setting hella records.
I'm gonna strike another nerve on there, and this is gonna strike a nerve with a lot of people. Colin Kaepernick,
What about him?
elite.
No, hell no.
the fuck.
He does
Why
have
would you-
he has a
Jesus
Super Bowl
Christ.
appearance.
But I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that
So
that's
does
the
Joe
only
Flacco.
thing. Yeah, but so like that's.
Okay.
I said you have to have the stats. You have to have the consistency, and you have to have a Super Bowl appearance.
Yeah.
So you didn't listen to all of it.
I'm just saying, there was a lot, but I'm just, I'm just labeling some of the things that you said were
Bro, there's
supposed to
some
be elite.
trash. There's some below average quarterbacks that have won Super Bowls, like
Joe
Trent Dilfer
Oh yeah, true that.
and
You
what's
said Eli Manning.
who was
No,
it?
I wouldn't.
He
I
said
wouldn't
Eli?
Put Eli in that.
Whoa.
I won't put Eli in that category.
He got 2, and he had 2, and he went up
Eli-
against the great.
Eli probably be a Hall of Famer in my opinion.
He went up against the great both times and made that fool look horrible
He beat Brady twice,
twice.
and he had huge plays in that
I'm
game.
sorry for those who don't know. My brother's chiming in, Mr. Stefan, a.k.a. Black Fonzie. He said Eli.
But yeah, but you said Cap. Why you gonna throw Cap?
I was just throwing somebody who technically
And I like him.
he could be. He
I
could.
liked him. I liked him when he was on the Niners. I liked the quarterback.
He
but
could
I'm
have
not
been
gonna. But
elite.
I'm not gonna say he was an elite quarterback. Absolutely not.
Could have been, but he made it to the playoffs, and that's why I brought up the controversy on Dan Marino opposed to Kaepernick. Let's go to Tony. Who you got? Elite QBs.
I mean, elite QBs. I mean, honestly, when it comes down to it, I mean, the white god Tom Brady, I know is going to take it
A
regardless.
white guy.
But you know what
Very
I mean.
white hope.
And especially the fact that he said that this is going to be his last year. I've heard him. He talked about this being his last year. So I see him. I foresee him definitely going to championships. But I'm too into Aaron Rodgers.
Okay,
Way he
okay,
played. Love
okay.
Aaron Rodgers.
How we even get to the quarterback conversation?
Because Josh Allen. We mentioned Josh Allen not
Fuck
being
all
in the
that.
league.
Let's do early predictions.
My thing about it is I want to talk about quarterbacks that are in the league right now because all the greats that we're used to growing up watching football have all gone. Phillip Rivers, Drew Brees, Ben Roethlisberger as of late. Who else were great that just left?
Aaron Rodgers.
Let's go back. Andy.
Phillip Rivers is
Andy
great.
Luck. Phillip Rivers. Hold on, wait. Phillip Rivers.
He's great,
I felt like he set records. Fool. What are you talking about?
but he's great though.
He's a great quarterback. Now we
Would you say he's
fucking
great?
fool.
he's a great quarterback. Anybody in this goddamn league right now who doesn't have anybody besides Patrick Mahomes, Joe Burrow, Lamar Jackson,
Not going to beat the white
and
god.
Tom Brady. If you
Lamar
ain't,
Jackson's
Tom
not
Brady,
elite.
but I'm
white
saying,
god.
who is the next elite quarterback where you can say that you could rely
How
on?
elite can you be
100%?
if
That
you're
list
God
is-
himself and you
the-
say, I want to manifest myself in a quarterback and you become Tom Brady?
The elite quarterback list is short.
It is.
It's like 4 guys.
Yeah, that's where I'm getting
I
at.
agree.
And Aaron Rodgers is in that for, right?
Aaron Rodgers is
Aaron
definitely
Rodgers,
there.
Aaron Rodgers is Tom Brady, is Patrick Mahomes, and you can you can probably throw
A bunch of different names
I would
in
throw
there.
Russell Wilson in there.
Russell, yeah.
I forgot about Russ.
Yeah, Russ.
I say there's 5 then.
I seen Russ.
I
Yeah.
forgot about Russ.
Are you putting Josh Allen?
I
as
put
elite?
Josh Allen in there.
I can't put him in there
Really?
because he got to get to the bowl.
Yeah.
He
You
damn
never
near.
done that one?
He
He was
damn
in the
near.
championship game and lost.
He damn near
He
wrote
gotta
to
get
it.
for me, he got to get to the bowl.
Yeah.
For me, for you to be considered an elite quarterback,
Goddamn.
you got to have the consistency,
100%.
the
Yes.
stats,
You can
and
carry,
he
you
got
can
to
carry.
get at least to the bowl.
Damn, Josh Allen, challenge accepted. You heard it here first.
He has to get there. He has to get
there.
there. Just like Herbert's got to prove something this year. He got to win a playoff game.
Okay.
Because Herbert's not elite. I don't care what anybody says.
What about you, Winston? What about you?
He's not elite. He's not.
In the league, obviously, I bleed black and yellow. You know what I mean?
Don't
I'm
say Mitch
obviously
Trubisky.
Nah, hell no.
Okay.
Nah, my team is obviously going through a quarterback change right now, and whoever wins it wins it. Best of luck to you. We got weapons, so
Mitch
you got.
Trubisky has been named the starter.
He has been named the starter, but in general, like it could really be.
Hold on,
Kenny
wait a
Pickett.
minute. Trubisky is y'all.
I haven't heard him actually say it. I know he's been playing the game with who was the starter,
Trust me, he
but
was named the starter.
I mean he was named the starter in the beginning of camp.
Who's he going against?
Kenny Pickett, first round draft, or not first,
rookie.
first round draft pick with us this year.
Yeah.
I mean, glitz and I feel
Y'all
like
could just do a pick 'em on that one.
technically,
No, I mean, Mitch Trubisky, he kind of turned his career around when he went to Buffalo. So he was there last year. He had a year behind Josh Allen. He got hella for some reason, he was getting a lot of hype.
could be system related though.
He was getting a lot of vote of confidence. But we'll see. I mean,
System
he has
related.
weapons. He has weapons in Pittsburgh.
It does. System related. I say it that way because you've seen people like Matt Castle on the Patriots who stepped in and was blowing stuff up.
That was an anomaly.
It was a fluke, right? And then he leaves, and then he's just Matt Castle. He had a.
So let's
few
cut it
started-
right now. Early predictions for the season.
Okay.
Let's cut this.
Yeah. Shit.
Who's early prediction? Who you got in the bowl?
Who I got in the bowl?
Yeah, 2 teams, AFC, NFC. Who you got?
I see. I see the Chiefs back in it. I
So you got the Chiefs on the AFC. Who
Chiefs
you got in
in
the
the
NFC?
Damn, that's so hard. NFC is so horrible in general. Anybody could be great, but who I have in the NFC would be. Shit.
We got an hour.
I know, bro. It's hard to. It's hard, bro, because it's up for the grabs.
Well, look at the teams.
I'm gonna have to go ahead and say the Niners.
Ooh, what? Damn. Okay, that's cool.
It was
Kinda
hard.
shocked by that.
I would
It
like
was
the Niners.
hard.
I would like them because I'm a fan finally. But shit.
It was hard to say that. I feel the fact that they have the Rams number is the reason why.
I would say Buccaneers and fucking Rams.
Buccaneers are great too, but I feel like this is
the
the
same conference.
Yeah.
They're in the same conference.
Buccaneers are in the.
Yeah, you have
yeah.
to pick one AFC team, one NFC team.
So Buccaneers would be great, but I feel like this is the fall off of Brady.
Okay.
No,
so you
he's-
got so you said Niners, Chiefs, repeat?
So you're against God.
Yeah, I
so
say
you're
a
against
rematch.
God.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess what'd you call him?
He's the white God.
Oh, my
God, literally, the thing is, God actually, he saw NFL and he's like, you know what? I like this sport. I need to manifest myself in this sport. And he became Tom Brady.
You wild.
That's what happened.
Hey, tell Demo that.
He became Tom Brady. That's what happened. He's the white God. That's it.
Yeah, I'm predictions. I'm really gonna go a little bit outside the box.
Okay.
I got the Rams repeating, getting back,
Yeah, the Rams for sure.
Okay.
Well, just because of the lineup.
and this is not only my sleeper team, but I just feel like they're gonna shock everybody. I got Denver Broncos representing the AFC.
Wow.
I think Russ is about to really show out.
Who recorded this
I
episode?
feel like that team was already had a real solid defense. They got the best defense in their division. I feel like no one's really thinking about them. The only thing they were lacking was a quarterback,
Okay. For
and
the
they
last
just
couple
added
years.
a Hall of Fame quarterback
Okay.
who's got something to prove. He's gonna have a chip on his shoulder leaving Seattle with their situation. He's gonna really want to show out. It's a long shot. it's Denver's definitely not one of the teams that most analysts is picking, but that's who I'm looking at.
Okay.
I think they go shot. So Denver, Rams.
Here we go, Jerry Judy. Man, I picked you up in both my leagues. Both my leagues, bro. You better shine, motherfucker. Shine.
Shit.
Who you got? Predictions, Tony?
Don't pick Buccaneers, Rams.
Bro, the only reason why I'm looking, my list says they're different divisions.
No, they different division, different
same conference.
So they basically AFC.
Pick one from the left and one from the right.
Exactly.
Yeah, Buccaneers left, and what's on the right?
Let me see. What is did Tampa Bay go to AFC?
No.
They're in the division with who? The
NFC
Vikings,
South.
No, they with the Falcons and the Panthers.
Saints.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's actually my bad. That's actually my bad.
So Tampa Bay or Rams? Who you got for NFC?
You gonna pick the Great White Hope?
I said Vikings. Who's that? The Bears, Packs, and who else?
I kind of like.
Lions.
I'll be honest. I kind of like Rob's pick with the Broncos. Oh shit! No, Chiefs.
So Chiefs,
Rams,
Rams.
Chiefs. Yeah, Chiefs, Rams.
I wouldn't mind seeing that.
No, that's not
Chiefs,
bad.
Rams.
Old again. What? Didn't that already happen? Old against new.
No.
The
Old
Chiefs
against
Rams
new?
didn't happen.
They played on that Monday night game. I think it was like one of the highest scoring games.
Yeah.
That's why everybody would like to see that probably
More
in the
exciting.
Super
That's
Bowl.
why.
Who you got, Warren?
I'm gonna lean towards. I'm gonna go with Buffalo and the Niners.
Okay.
Oh, so you think?
Okay.
Oh, so you picking what?
Buffalo?
Speaking
Damn.
of Chris Berman, that's what
Okay.
he always picks every
I
year.
got Buffalo and the Niners.
That's how.
Let's keep track of this episode. Let's keep track.
So you think Lance going? Both of y'all. Y'all think Lance going?
No matter who you plugged in at quarterback in the Niners, they still made it. It wasn't the offense. It was mainly the defense and clock management. That's all it
Kyle
was.
Shanahan.
Yeah, that's all it was. I mean, that's what he's known for. He's
But
good
for them
for
to
that.
get to the Super Bowl, I feel like the quarterback's gonna have to make the play.
I feel like what they got to do is they got to keep what they got going until the Super Bowl and then tell everybody in the world that Mike Shanahan caught the flu and he can't make it to the Super Bowl.
Mike
That's
Shanahan, is that?
I mean, Mike Shanahan, wasn't he there in Atlanta when they blew a fourth quarter lead to freaking
Kyle
the
Shanahan or Mike Shanahan?
Which
No,
one?
Mike Shanahan is
Mike
the,
Shanahan's his
Bron-
dad.
Oh,
he's
I'm
Mike
tripping.
Shanahan is the was the former coach of the Broncos.
Right.
Won 2 chips with them.
Hold on, who the fuck was on Atlanta then? Wasn't he on
No,
Atlanta?
Kyle Shanahan was the offensive coordinator
On Atlanta
on Atlanta
when they
Yeah.
blew the
Right.
Okay, and didn't they blow it again against the Chiefs in the Super Bowl when or what is
I
it?
wouldn't say it's the same scenario, but
I mean,
you
bro,
could say
they
that.
wasn't running the ball and wasting the clock in the fourth quarter when they needed to.
Yeah, but it wasn't. They wasn't up by 3 touchdowns in that one. They was up by 10. So I'm like I said, and I don't like the play calling at the end either with Kyle Shanahan in that Super Bowl. I didn't, but I wouldn't say that that's the same. I guess you would say the damage wasn't as bad as that meltdown with the Patriots. That was an epic meltdown.
One to
Like when you talk about how much they were up and how much time was left, like he could have literally just ran the ball 4 times and punted. You know what I mean? Like
True.
that's and they would have won.
Yeah.
Like based on the clock. So for them to lose that game, you know, that was pretty bad for them.
Or that was, what'd you call him? Tom Brady, what's his
The
name?
Great White Hope.
A white God.
White God. Goodness gracious, man. I mean, he's gotten so lucky.
No, he ain't got lucky. He sold his soul, just like Steph Curry.
Steph Curry. So they both did that shit.
That's
They
crazy.
made a deal with the
They
devil.
met at the crossroads. They made a deal with the devil.
It's probably
That's what they
same,
did, nigga.
probably around the
Period.
same. You know, they got the same.
I do it
Contract.
too, but nigga, I didn't got time to go to the crossroads. I don't got time.
Lucifer forgot him.
Yeah, sign right here. I got you.
Yeah, you're gonna be the best three point shooter ever, and then you're gonna be the best quarterback
You
ever.
want to be the best blues player?
But then,
Look that shit up.
Yeah,
Look
they
it up.
gonna take it. Watch. They gonna take it back.
It'll come back.
Y'all niggas think it's a joke.
I mean, for real though, like the man's won what 6 Super Bowls?
Killer cat.
His damn self. One of them he
Boom.
had to get luck from an interception on the goal line. Second was the best Super
He
Bowl
did.
record
Tom
comeback.
Brady. I will say this. You know, he did it. You know, that's funny you brought up that Super Bowl because that was one of those Super Bowls that he won that he didn't win.
That he didn't
That
win.
he didn't win.
Right.
Himself.
Right, like
I get it.
like Seattle blew that.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
They
Yeah.
run with Marshawn. He ain't got that chip.
Very true.
You know, so
I think he has 7, doesn't he?
Oh yeah, because he won with the Bucks.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
keep
7.
forgetting about
He
that.
has 7.
That's crazy. Sorry, Tom. I know that's why you went to the Bucks to prove that you're above Belichick's coaching, right?
I
You
can tell
proved
this
it.
right now. He probably going
proved
through that divorce right now, bro. He about to be. He gonna be on. He gonna be focused.
Yeah.
because he got deflated. Oh,
Wait,
sorry.
what? What do you mean divorce?
I think he's going through a divorce right now. I
No,
think.
with the Vicky Secret girl.
Yeah, with
That's
Giselle. Yeah,
Vicky Secret.
yeah. He gonna be focused on football now. Now he ain't got to worry about it.
Oh, damn.
They said she moved out, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
He like, oh, it's all football now.
What he got to do? What did he do?
It's not all full. Is there a custody battle happening?
He came back. That's what it was.
What did he
came
do?
back.
It ain't all
Right.
football. He
The man is making money. So you gonna tell me? Did she stop doing Victoria's Secret runways? Did she stop?
Yes, a lot of them did. You know what happened, right? They got into woke culture. Now it's all about like BBL, all these big chicks. That really, oh my god.
That is true there too. I've been seeing a lot of plus size
I'm
booties
shaped
out
like
there.
mashed potatoes, nigga. Like fuck, like that's what it's all about now. Like, bro, they all quit, bro. I done seen a documentary. I couldn't believe that shit. I was like, bro, the finest bitches I've done loved my whole life. Y'all took them off.
Time out.
Why?
You watched a documentary on what?
I forgot the nigga's name, man. He's the owner of Victoria's Secret. I forgot his name, but this white dude, what's his name?
Is this
Wexler.
borderline creepy?
Say it again.
Wexler.
Wexler, bro.
Something Wexler.
They took out everything that he ever done. The reason why, because he had links to Jeffrey Epstein. You know what? We know what happened with Jeffrey Epstein.
Here we go.
Let's not go down that door.
And we're not going to go down. I won't, because I can say a lot of shit. But I'm going to say this, bro. Ultimately, though, because we do know that nigga had a relationship with Jeffrey Epstein. I think they were. But
All right,
you know what?
We're going to have to
It
go
was what
down
it
that
was.
door. Who the fuck is.
Wessler?
No.
Epstein.
Yeah.
What?
Jeffrey Epstein? Okay.
I do
Yeah.
not know who that
What?
is.
You don't know?
Why am I supposed to know
Bruh.
who it is?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Why am I supposed to know who he is?
Dude, this is probably like the
You
biggest.
probably shouldn't know who he is.
Dude,
Okay.
That might be okay.
It affects a lot of people's
It's probably
lives.
the
But-
biggest scandal in U.S.
Yeah,
history.
it's probably
Yeah.
it's a huge scandal.
The sex ring
But it might be a good
that
thing
him
that you
and
didn't know.
Ghislaine Maxwell were literally a part of. And even though they both went to prison for the same shit, it's so funny that we can't see who their clients were. Like, you sold X amount of girls, underage girls, to these people, but we don't know who these people are. It's so crazy.
But the thing is this. He was in jail. He was in prison. And the man just
Suicide.
magically dies. And they call it a suicide.
Here's what's funny.
But he was going to have to go. He's going to be put on trial, and he's going to have to talk.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of names he was about to drop.
He was about to drop. I work corrections, so I understand suicide watch. Ain't no way this nigga committed suicide without that person seeing that. But guess what? The footage on that same day, at the same time, there were no logs within 35 minutes between when he killed himself. That's crazy as fuck. As a corrections officer, I know, bro, we keep logs. When you're on suicide watch, there's one officer watching and a control room officer watching that nigga.
Right.
He magically killed himself.
Coincidentally.
Even though his attorney a week prior said they're trying to kill him, he's saying they're trying to kill him. Keep a watch on him.
Right.
He dies. So he didn't kill himself.
Bro had like chartered flights. He had an island
Island.
where I mean,
Bro.
whoever's the who's of this country
So
was going to this island.
The owner of Victoria's Secret, who bought it off somebody else, this dude just trusted him. I don't even know how they got it. What's crazy, you got to watch the documentary, because when they talk in the documentary, you don't understand how this man, what was his name again?
Who Epstein?
Wesley.
No, Wesley.
I think it's
Wexler.
Wexler. I think.
Wexler, something Wexler. Like, whenever they got together, bro,
I don't
this-
know if he's the one that you guys. I know that. I think it was his name was
Right. Jeffrey Epstein was in charge.
something. Wexler was the
Yeah.
owner of Victoria's
He was in
Secret.
charge, like he was in charge of all Victoria's Secret, but somehow Jeffrey Epstein was in charge of his finances for some weird reason. We don't know why. We have no idea why. When you watch the documentary, you can tell, like, bro, this nigga never had a girl. Even though he had beautiful women around him the whole time, never had no girl around him. Like, you could tell, bro, he was playing both sides. You know what I mean? Like, he was batting on the other side. And I feel like him and Jeffrey Epstein had some kind of relationship, and he didn't want it to get out, so he let him deal with all his affairs. You can tell. Like, when you watch the documentary, you can tell he had him deal with all his affairs, because he would literally say, hey, I represent Victoria's Secret, even though he didn't, and had women come to him, underage women, and basically did whatever he wanted with them, and used the Victoria's Secret name, though. That's what was crazy about that.
So I looked up the
okay.
owner. His name is Les Wexner.
Les Wexler, that's it.
Yeah.
Look, he's a good guy, man, but I think he had a relationship with Jeffrey Epstein, because why would you have this nigga in charge of all your shit out of nowhere for no reason?
I mean, if he had an own island, you would think you'd want to try to like.
He
ride
owned
that
it afterward.
wave.
He owned it afterwards, and there was a
okay.
lot of Illuminati,
What was the name
Freemason
of the
symmetry.
island? There was a name for the island.
Jeffrey
What was
Epstein Island. Epstein Island.
Epstein
yeah.
Island.
Yeah, a lot of people were involved there. Donald Trump, which I wish I could attack Donald Trump with, but I can't because there's too much other shit that people attack him for that I can't attack him on that. But it's like he visited him, Bill Gates, a lot of big name people, Hollywood people visited him. So it's crazy. And why did they visit him? Bro, he had clients. He had girls lined up for them and boys.
Why am I afraid that we're about to get... Anyways, how do we even get on Victoria's Secret? Oh, yeah, Tom Brady, divorce.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we don't know if he's getting a divorce.
You don't know.
We just know there's friction.
They're going through some.
Right.
Going through some things.
Maybe he got to stay fresh for the season, you know?
Maybe.
You're going to use it as motivation. Speaking motivation, what the fuck is the motivation behind this son? Like, nigga, you won.
What son?
The sun that's cooking us.
Right now, let's
16
talk about
degrees.
the degrees.
Oh, the heat.
There you go.
Oh, shit, man. I
The
thought you was
sun-
talking about Tom Brady's
Waiting,
sons.
nigga.
Like,
No,
Waiting,
the
man.
sun.
Yeah,
Come
man,
on, man.
it's-
Stay
it's
with me.
hot.
Stay with me.
It's hot. It's hot out
We
here
had
in Northern
enough. You
California.
you won.
Yeah.
Like
for
we
real.
know we know. Like stall him out, Debo. Stall him out. Stall us all out. I think we tired of it. Like this September.
Right. You know what I feel like? You ever watch that movie Reddit? Reddit with
Yeah.
Stop.
Reddit?
Stop.
Pitch black.
I know what you about to say, bro. It's that side of the sun that's about
Yes,
to cook.
the sun is cooking, bro. When I be walking outside, it'll be from like the car to like a building. I'm cooking.
I'm like,
Cooking, bro.
You're
like
like,
I can
right.
feel heat,
you trying to throw out trash? You can't even throw out the trash.
bro.
No, it's like even in the morning, like it'd be like
Facts.
7:30 in the morning. 'Cause
Why do I see Rob just me mugging the fucking sun?
I know for real. I do because I do be me because I go for a walk. I go for a walk for at least 30 to 45 minutes. I'll go for a walk.
Shit.
And I usually go in the morning and I'll be like,
Shit.
why am I sweating right now at
Right.
7:30?
Bro, I'll tell you this. I don't even want to smoke outside. I went outside to the little smoke break area. I hit this shit like 2 times. Like, nope, too hot. I'm cooking. Let me
So,
go back inside.
You ain't even got to light that thing.
Man, still. And that's what I'm saying. I was outside that quick. Was
So
like, I can't
I'll
do
tell
it.
you the truth of it, and I actually don't like this guy because he made a comment on a comment I made, but his name is Suspicious Observer. This guy literally talks about solar flares that are shot out. He talked about last week that literally the sun shut off 2 solar flares that were very powerful. And basically whenever that happens, the Earth has like a magnetic field, right? Like say this is the Earth here, and you have a magnetic field that starts here at the North Pole and it goes outside. That's how it's shaped. And it blocks off radiation. So it literally blocks off any radiation that is shot out from the solar flares. The first one hit, knocked down our shields. Second one hit, and that's what we're feeling right now. We're literally feeling all the radiation from the sun. That's what's happening. Dead ass. That's why it's so hot. Like literally.
You know, back a few years ago, I know that they were talking about our ozone layer being very thin. You know that
I mean,
pockets and
So
all.
is this the global warming?
right.
Yeah,
the global,
you know.
no, climate change. Can't say global warming no more. It's climate change now.
The aerosol cans.
Because they change the name constantly. But that's political, sadly. That's what sucks. Because can we do much about it? We're not actually sure. Because when we talk about science on that, we want to talk about climate change in terms of this. Whenever we do science in any genre, right? We talk about like what can we do? How can we gauge science? You can gauge it based off of, numbers. Easy. This is basic shit. So at what rate do humans affect the climate?
As far as heat.
They won't. They can't predict those numbers. They can't. That's why you have all these corporations that basically say, "Look, we're here to stop climate change, so we want to put these policies in to stop climate change." But really, these policies just pay off everybody else.
Let's ask this. We're going a little bit off topic, but I kind of like this conversation a little bit.
Right?
What responsibility and contribution to damage to the planet are humans culpable of?
Pollution. Pollution is definitely one of them.
Like by how much?
So
I mean,
by how much?
the numbers speak for themselves.
But
They're
outside of that, I will
growing.
say it's a negative thing. We shouldn't have pollution, regardless.
Why
Even
is
though I don't believe in the whole climate change, global warming shit. The
More-
only reason why
more
because
vehicles.
volcanoes destroy our atmosphere more than our nuclear plants do. When you look at the numbers.
Those are very rare in remote locations, but yeah, I mean, there's more people, more
Oh,
cars
bro.
on the road.
One volcano from
generations,
Hawaii, for Waikiki Island, the volcano that goes off there is equivalent to 8 of our nuclear plants that we have. One volcano. And we have like a good 8 to 32, depending on the year.
So I guess the question I'm kind of getting to, and I'm only broached on this just because of the conversation that we on right now, is do you believe we can sustain life here?
That's a really good question.
Here's my thing, bro.
Like, do you think that we're on a trending path where we can sustain here without having to go to another planet and terraform
so
it
I'm gonna say this.
and make it more habitable?
So here's my belief on that, and it's funny because there's a lot of people that are in evolution are gonna hate me for this. We don't belong here at all. I had my son out for 30 minutes today in a pool. He got sunburned. He's half nigga. He's a quarter nigga. How you get sunburned? Bro, if I had you out here double the time,
Yeah, sunburn. It's 116 outside.
but you about to get
You gonna get sunburned.
You about to get skin cancer. Like, here's my thing. When it comes to us as humans on life on this planet, bro, we don't belong here. Because if we didn't have our clothes, what other animal, what other species, let's talk about organisms, period, on this planet, wear clothes, have houses.
Evolution.
I'm telling, bro, evolution? So you're talking about Neanderthals, right? That were basically sitting there like,
Bro,
right?
this went a whole nother conversation. You're saying that we don't belong here.
At all.
What indicates that?
The reason that there's a lot of reasons in terms of Sumerian beliefs that indicate that, but I will say common sense, right? When you talk about Neanderthals, right? You look at pictures. Which,
But we've been here though.
what do you mean we've been here?
Humans have been here. So what do you mean we don't belong here?
We haven't been here. What do you mean by that?
But wherever we go, there's going to be weather wherever.
And
So,
animals
I
can
mean, if you're
animals
basing
can
it
adapt
off
to
of
that.
weather, it's a weak argument.
How is it a weak argument?
Because if we go to Mars,
But we're already but Tony, but you can't. I don't think.
Okay, let's base that. You say you come from apes, right?
I don't think that's.
So we had fur. So evolution, we evolve, we become stronger. Survival of the fittest. Somehow we had to we lost our fur to hunt mammoths to put on fur.
But who said
What?
But you're making a claim that we're making that claim that we came from apes. I'm not saying that.
Oh, okay.
But at the same time, to say that that's a huge leap you just made to say that we don't belong here.
Yeah, we don't belong here. No, absolutely.
I think that's BS.
Okay.
I think we do belong here. I think it's
How?
just. I think we're just
We're
frail.
here.
I think we're just frail organisms compared to our counterparts.
We're here.
What counterpart?
So think of it this way. So if you have a mammal that that gives birth in the wild,
Right.
in the dust, we can't do that. We got to have a hospital for it.
Bro, that's my point.
But what
Why?
what I'm saying is that would happen regardless of where you were, regardless of the environment.
No,
Exactly.
So
it
to
wouldn't.
say
No,
that- so to
it
say-
wouldn't. No.
But you just said that
Hold on. What if you was on another planet that you literally evolved from, and there was an atmosphere that was perfect? That atmosphere would allow the radiation.
there is no perfect atmosphere. There's no
Nigga,
perfect environment.
Hold on. No, you don't know that. There's so many other planets out there. There's so many different
But
atmospheres.
how do you know if we go to the planet we're from that the effects of the weather?
The
is not
planet
gonna-
we're from.
Yeah,
Well, hold on. That's
how-
different.
how
That's
do you-
different. You're going somewhere else too.
But no, you're
Hold
saying
on, y'all niggas making some
listen.
leaps.
No.
Hold on,
'cause
wait a
listen,
minute.
Listen. Because Tony's saying
Now,
we're
people
not,
are listening. I'm
Tony-
glad they're
Tony
listening.
said we're not from here.
Yeah, at
so
all.
we're not from Earth. Where are we from?
Nigga.
Right, there we go.
So if
So we have to be from another planet. If we are from another planet,
no,
there is. So
we're
where
not.
are we from?
We transitioned.
From where?
I'm sorry. We transformed, not transitioned. Evolution says that we transitioned from an ape to humans. We didn't do that. We transformed. Something else came on this planet and said, look, I need to put my DNA in this.
You need to put "I believe" disclaimer before you say what you're about to say.
This is
kinda
Sumerian.
believe-
This is Sumerian
I
text.
kind of believe what you're saying with this.
This
Tony,
is Sumerian
okay?
text.
I get what you. Think,
We
yeah.
we see the mammals on this planet. We're gonna mix our DNA with them and come on this planet, and they made humans.
I agree. I kind of.
That's what happened.
Okay, I see what
Well,
you're
you can't say that definitively. You don't have no proof of that.
Sumerian text talks about that. When we talk about proof, astrology talks about proof in terms of 9 planets, and they were the ones that first said there were 9 planets. And they take the literal writings. Why? Because when we talk about writings, what were the first writings ever in civilization? The Sumerians. Sumerians were the first ones, and we listen to everything they say because they had the first ones in agriculture. They're the first ones in writing, music, everything. They did everything first. But yet we don't listen to their text. That's what's crazy. They say that's what happened. And to me, I feel that's what happened because of the fact that like we as humans right now have to wear clothes to protect ourselves, get in houses, be in air conditioned, and not survive on this planet.
What Tony's saying is another species came down and meddled with our DNA.
Yes.
And that's how we became
Well,
who we are today.
but you making a huge leap to saying that we're wearing clothes. Isn't that just a consequence of our society and civilization? If you go back to prior to civilization, we didn't have clothes.
Because nature is natural. Nature is natural. When nature forms, it's natural. It forms.
No, but you didn't know that you're glossing over what I just said.
How?
I said clothes is a new concept.
Not necessarily.
It's
Hold on. Adam and Eve put on leaves. Day one. They were like,
no,
"Oh my God, I'm naked."
But
nigga.
you got civilization. If you go way back, there's people that's barely wearing anything.
Mm-hmm. So
Like,
okay, let's talk about African tribes.
Yeah, but
talk
you
about
just
that.
but
Talk
that's
about
what I'm
African
saying.
tribes,
But
yeah.
you just keep saying clothes as if that's like some
But-
old concept.
No, but we talk about
It's a new
melanin skin.
concept.
The melanin skin is different though. It doesn't get skin cancer the same way that white skin gets it. It's different. Because our skin is based off the equator, basically where African people come from, right?
Right.
In Africa.
It's closer to the equator,
That's
the more
part of
melanin
evolution,
you're gonna
though.
get in there.
That's evolution, Tony.
That could be a part of evolution. There's different definition of evolution. There's the evolution of the monkeys and the evolution of people in general. Like in terms of like a slow process versus like completely changing from a monkey to a human. That's crazy.
There's a reason why our eyes is dark and their eyes is lighter, right?
Oh, wait, our eyes is dark?
And theirs is lighter.
What do you mean by eyes is dark?
White people have lighter eyes for a reason, right?
Actually, I haven't looked into that. To be honest, I haven't looked into that with the darkness of the eyes. But yeah. Oh, listen. Okay, what?
Are you done?
Yeah, simple nigga. What?
Are you done? Are you done?
He said yes, simple nigga.
It's too much. It's too much. What was that?
Are you done? All right. Over here talking about Sumerians. What the fuck? Over here talking about clothes being a new generation. What the fuck are you guys talking about?
Yeah.
We was talking about how hot it was out here in northern motherfucking California.
Nigga, you seen a monkey put a skirt on?
What
No,
the
nigga,
fuck?
what
How
you
did this
talking
shit
about?
go from 116 degrees to Sumerian belief and fucking clothes is a new?
In relation to skin cancer, I guess.
God damn.
That's a stretch.
Tony said we don't belong here. That's why.
don't belong here,
God
nigga.
damn. I stopped listening like 10 minutes ago. Are you done? Mbaku. Are you done? Anyway, shit. God damn, this heat got us doing like heat strokes. Let me talk about the heat, okay?
Okay.
You talk about going to the pool, taking your son out, you know what I mean? Melatonin, 25%. I get that, right? I seen someone get into a heat stroke. Elderly lady waiting in line just to go to the pool, no shade outside, and we're just outside in 100-degree weather, and she literally broke down, wasn't responsive, sneezing, weird, hard to breathe. This heat is serious. If people really are not taking it that way, then it's a shame. Stay
Hold on.
hydrated when you're outside.
I'll say this. It's serious to your area. If you're in Arizona, they was expecting it.
They're used to
Was
it.
already used to it. When you're here in California, this heat is different. This
Yeah.
is different for a lot of us
Different
in
for
California.
us.
A lot of us ain't
this
felt this
is
shit.
different for Sacramento is to get to this degree and also this late in the year. It's September. Like that's
That's actually true.
it's
It is a
not.
little bit
This
late.
ain't July. You know what I mean? So I'm looking at it from that perspective. But I'm looking at it like, okay, I'm looking at it for the ramifications for us civilized people, not us apes. You know what they doing with the power.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Cutting it at certain points.
Well, they want us to conserve the power, you know, because people got everything, you know, they want the AC, AC blowing because it's. I'm like,
What do you think about that?
Mine gonna stay blowing.
Right. Stay on.
It's 116.
Right. Right. I'm trying to walk
So
in
wait a
and be
minute.
cool.
So you want me to shut my shit off? What?
This nigga Rob said it 116.
Right.
Here's the
Yeah.
thing: it's a ruse. The whole thing's a ruse. Like when it comes to this whole thing with them, like in terms of the political side of it, this is just what's happening. What you guys don't realize is there's a bill put out in place, in 2035 we can no longer have gas vehicles.
Okay. Okay.
So
I seen that.
what they're trying to do is in the energy sector, they've already done the numbers on how much money they're going to make off the energy sector, and it's not enough. So guess what? They need to make energy more scarce. How do they do that? They need to make a heat wave more scarce because a heat wave will now affect our power grid, and now we need to charge more for people that want energy. It's just a political ploy for the fucking corporations to make more money. That's it. They're going to make a lot more money because they're going to sit here and perpetuate this bullshit of energy so scarce, even though natural gas gives us more energy than anything else we can have in this fucking world. But guess what? They've already given their billionaire friends all these handouts because all this with the energy bill is in the new, what is it? The reformation or the inflation. I completely forgot the name. It's Biden started the Anti-Inflammation Act.
The Inflation Relief.
Inflation Relief Act, yeah. So basically, this is in there. $100 billion is going to go towards this. That's what's crazy. It's literally going to go towards this where now all these energy sectors are going to be able to charge more because energy is more scarce. Because why? What are they saying now? They say between 4 and 9, don't charge a vehicle. Now, I know this is just for a week, but they're going to perpetuate this into the next year and the years forward and basically say, look, don't charge this. They don't even have the infrastructure to actually basically, if everybody did go to electric vehicles, we don't have the infrastructure for that. We don't.
To charge it.
We don't.
That's why they got 10 years.
And that's why they got 10 years. And that's cool. Maybe. I don't. But, bro, I'm sorry. It takes typically what happened. I typically forgot the study, but it's 40 years to change a whole infrastructure like that. And they want us to change it in 10? That's crazy. That's a fast time to do that. And I forgot what that was with the 40 years. It had to do with either
Well, you see that
something to natural gas. Natural gas was the thing that we switched to, but it was from oil to natural gas. It took 40 years to
You
change.
see that city that they're building? Where's it at? Me and you took
It's
a
in
look at it.
Arizona, not
No,
Black
no,
Canyon.
no. Not in Arizona. It's in. I want to say it's in. Isn't it Iran? That wall.
Oh shit! I completely forgot about that. It's the wall that they're building. It's a whole wall. It's a city wall that they're building.
Crazy.
Actually.
If you guys
It's
haven't
so
seen it,
Yeah,
it's crazy.
it's sub-cities inside of it, right?
Stacked
Yeah,
on top of
stacked
each
on
other.
it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think a lot of cultures are already doing that. The small living space, people like Japan, small living space, but instead, I guess they're modernizing it. You know what I mean?
Right.
There's going to be like shopping centers in these small little areas behind a wall.
It's 5 minutes to get to
that
anywhere
shit-
you want,
Yeah.
That shit
5
sound like
minutes.
fucking the Judge Dredd comic.
bro.
Everybody
some
mega
re-
blocks.
or
Mega
some
blocks.
recall.
So basically, they
Yeah.
basically have like mega cities.
Rob, have you seen it? Bro, you gotta see it.
I haven't
It's,
seen it.
it's like a wall of
I've
China,
seen
but
it.
of cities inside.
But that reminds me of like Dredd.
Yeah.
Like that's how it was. It's like Mega City 1, Mega City 2. So Mega City 1 was like LA. But pretty much LA went from all the way from LA to Frisco.
Right.
Like that was Mega City 1. And then you had like Mega City 2 was like New York, but it was like all damn near the whole East Coast. Like Pennsylvania and New York, all that combined. But they would have these huge structures where it would pretty much almost be like city, like the amount of population that are in these buildings, in this whole structure, would be almost like all of El Grove would be in one structure.
In one city, in
Right.
one building.
Like something like
Right.
that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's
I don't
crazy.
know. That's just funny how you said that.
Right.
crazy
Well, that's the
concept.
point, man. When it comes to this whole society they want to build a social society where basically we're dependent on the government and we're dependent on a mega city. You know what I mean? Where we're all taken care of. Now, to be honest, there's a part of me that's like, fuck, man, I'm sick of trying to hustle. Like, fuck, we all get paid 80 grand. Fuck it. Socialism, run it. I'm like, fuck it. But it's like, man, there's so many freedoms you lose to that, though. You know what I mean? That you allow them to do so many laws that they put in effect that you can't, you know what I mean? So it's like, fuck, man, it's a double-edged sword when it comes to that.
I feel you there. That'd be crazy though, man. And that kind of goes hand in hand with what you were saying as far as what is our population really doing? Pollution, adding more pollution. This is like shrinking the massive people into a smaller area.
Well, it sucks. So when it comes to where the vehicles charge, a lot of them charge at like coal mines.
Right.
So it takes coal, which is burning fucking fossil fuels, to fucking make the energy. It's just like, bro, there's so much shit that's contradictory to the other shit. It's crazy.
Yeah, they're trying to make change, solar panels, charging stations in parking lots, fast charging for cars, but there's not enough.
Geothermal.
not
Look that
enough.
shit up. Geothermal. That's it.
Well, I could definitely understand that. Well, this heat has people doing
So what
some
you doing to
strange
stay
things.
cool then? How you cool off a buffalo?
Shit, take my shirt off, man. Get a fan going, man. I stay in front of a fan, bro. Got to, because with big niggas like myself, buffaloes as you call it,
I know.
we sweat.
I know.
We sweat a lot.
You-
and that fan, when it hits the sweat, ooh, it feel good.
Yeah, I know.
Under
You
the
take
titties.
you take 2 steps, bro. Your balls lit.
Man, I'm telling you, it's just a fucking slosh down
Yeah, it's
there.
pretty.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's pretty hot out here.
It is, man.
I don't know
I
what's
won't do
going
that.
on.
The heat
I don't know what's
hurts,
going
man.
on
Hotter
with the
than
heat.
a motherfucker.
But here's the crazy part, man. Again, like what I was saying earlier, is that this is just this is just a shot of 2 solar flares that knocked out our shields, and then the other solar flare comes in, heats us up. It's gonna be gone in like what? I think tomorrow. Tomorrow's the last
It's
day.
gonna start going. It's gonna
Right,
start
going
going
back
down.
It's gonna go down to
here.
89 because that's it. Because our shields are back up. Our magnetic field shields are back up, and we'll be able to block any other solar fields from the sun. That's it.
Have you guys ever seen that movie called The Core,
I remember
can't
that.
say,
Yeah.
where the core to Earth stopped moving,
Yeah,
and like the science was like once the core stopped, what Tony's talking about, the magnetic layer, it like disappeared. So when the sun hit, it was just frying people. So they had to go back to the core to get it moving. Because I guess they say like when you have hot magma moving in a certain circle, it creates that that magnetic sphere or whatever it is, that atmosphere. So
I remember that movie.
yeah,
It was one. It was around. It came out around those where they had a lot of those disaster movies.
yeah.
So you
yeah.
had like
The Day
Deep
After
Impact
Tomorrow.
and Armageddon and all of
Armageddon.
them.
No,
Yeah.
you're missing the main one.
What's the main one?
The one where the sun comes and fries the whole planet. What's it called? Awaken? Knowing.
I never heard of that one.
It's called Knowing.
Oh, that's the one with Nicolas Cage.
Nicolas Cage.
Bro,
yeah,
that movie was like, whoa, bro, that gave me chills. Knowing. Watch the movie Knowing.
I've seen that movie. It's not very good acted though.
What I've been thinking about
But
is
you saw the
good-
end, right?
good
Where they
premise,
burns it. Yeah,
yeah.
bro, that's the bro, the solar flare hits the whole planet. Like, it's crazy with our shields down.
have you seen Tomorrow War with Chris Pratt?
Oh, I did see Tomorrow World, actually.
Yeah, where
You made me
the
watch it on Prime.
years in the future, you know, obviously with the heat, it melts the what is that? The northern Arctic area.
Right.
Where aliens eventually come and spread over and take over the world. I got scared when I watched that movie
Really got scared.
because of the heat that we're going through right now. We really don't know what's here before or not. You know what I mean?
grab
Eventually,
Jackson in the kitchen.
oh no, trust me, I had nightmares. Me sitting in my bathroom with guns, shooting aliens as they come in, just trying to protect my son until I finally got 8, and then he got 8 right after me. It was crazy.
16. You killed 16 niggas.
I killed a lot of motherfuckers before they got to my hell yeah. Me just sitting in the bathroom like just shooting niggas. I had a nightmare, but it made me think though, like for real, we're going through a heat wave. What are some of the worst things that we can happen? We talked about global warming already happening a few years back. Things are changing, things that we're not thinking about.
Like Waterworld. Remember Waterworld? Where the caps melted?
Yeah.
That movie was dope.
Kevin Costner?
Yeah.
Yeah. That shit was sick.
Yeah.
It's sad that you said Waterworld and I thought about Six Flags.
Paper. Have you ever seen Paper?
It's weird. Didn't they have that Waterworld little skit? Was that Six Flags or was that Universal?
Universal.
No, that was
Universal?
Universal too.
Universal.
That's right. Waterworld, obviously, Six Flags, Marine World. So I was
It's crazy that Mount Everest was the last place that everybody can go to. That was crazy.
Yeah.
Mount Everest ain't got shit on me. I'm on top of the world. Unlike Tiffany Haddish and Aries Spears.
Oh, shit.
Speaking of the hot seat,
God damn. What's crazy about this
what's in the
situation?
news, man? A woman who's accused Tiffany Haddish. Let me kind of read this up.
This is terrible. Read it.
A woman who's accused Tiffany Haddish and Aries Spears of grooming her and her young brother, coercing them into filming a sexually explicit skit in which the children were urged the district attorney of L.A. to arrest and prosecute the comedians immediately.
That's
the woman identified herself as Jane Doe, now 22, filed a lawsuit in L.A. Superior Court back in August on behalf of her and her brother, identified as John Doe, who was born in 2007, accusing Haddish and Spears of grooming and molestation. The lawsuit alleges that Haddish and Spears coerced the siblings to take part in sexually explicit skits and separate incidents, which they said stole the youth of a 7-year-old child and a 14-year-old child.
I'd agree with that.
So I was.
It's crazy because you say
You
she
know-
was 22.
No,
So
she
she's
was probably
20
15. She was
she's
probably
20
15.
She's 22 now. She was 14 when it happened. Her brother was 7. It's kind of So I've read a lot of this. This was what NBC had posted, but I've read a lot of articles on this because I was trying to figure out, because when you do the search on it, you're like, okay, you know how it is with like R. Kelly, Bill Cosby, all these ones. They're very specific on what's going on. This was very vague in the very beginning when this came out. I'm like, okay, you guys. So what was this? Sexual assault together with someone? Like, what's going on?
Did you watch the video?
So I haven't able to find the video.
I did.
So that's the thing.
I have the video.
I did.
I haven't.
Oh
I wasn't able to see it, and
Hold on. No.
so I will say this.
No, we need to watch it.
A lot of the different articles that's coming out, I'm like, okay, we're trying to piece together what's going on. I know Tiffany's already come out with a statement on Instagram, says she regrets doing the skit. Apparently, this comedy skit that they
Right.
attempted to do.
She was side jargon anyway.
So with you guys seeing the video, because I haven't seen it, what do y'all think about it?
Man, let me go in on it, man. There's a thin line between cocky and confident.
Got it.
Would you agree? thin line for men at least. There's a line between I'm cocky, like I got it, and then there's a thin line between confident, like I got it. You know what I mean?
Right.
In comedy, it's the same fucking thing. Their jokes are definitely touching nerves. They touch nerves.
But what's in the video necessarily?
The video is a kid. He's about probably my son's age, to be honest with you, 5, 6.
He was 7.
And and he's 7, right? And he's in his underwear playing with his toys. Which, if you guys follow me or know me on Instagram, my son hates pants, and I film him, and I didn't know this. And I feel like this is the educational part that their skit brought to me. That the son was playing in his underwear with toys, and then the uncle was peeking through a newspaper. He cut out eye holes, and he's reading a newspaper but looking at the kid in his underwear as if like a pervertive, not necessarily a molestation, but like a child molestation. Like he liked watching a kid in his underwear.
Got it.
It brought awareness to me because my son hates pants. The second he gets home,
No, but what's the video? Like what's
the video is basically the uncle is watching the kid, and the uncle is technically like a not necessarily a child molestator, but like has interest and is looking at the kid a little awkwardly more than normal. You know what I mean?
So is this a comedy skit?
It's a comedy skit.
So it's meant to be funny.
It's meant to be funny, but it's like I mentioned, there's a very thin line.
So what's the line that you feel is crossed? Since I haven't seen it
The
yet.
child molestation. The child molestation portion is the line that was crossed because he has googly eyes for a kid in his underwear. But it brought awareness and education to me that there are people that are out there.
So hold on, wait a minute.
Oh yeah, this is the one.
So we're gonna play it.
This is the one.
Let me pick it up, well, because I ain't gonna lie, bro. I'm gonna be no disrespect, bro. You is not explaining it to me.
Oh, bro, I can't explain it to you.
I
can't.
because the way you explaining it is actually it's like it's real and it's not a skit.
We'll get banned
So,
if we talk about the stuff that really goes on in this little skit. And I'm sorry.
Oh, okay, I got it.
It's gonna be a minute, but right here. So Aries Spears,
that's the mom.
Right,
That's her brother,
Tiffany?
uncle. It's uncle.
about to leave him with him. Why is his shirt off? First
Nigga,
off.
my son be with his shirt off and in his pants off. He's been in his underwear.
Nigga, look how he's staring at him.
That's just comfortable. Yeah, that's just comfortable.
Yeah,
Stage.
look at him playing with a train
Yeah.
and an airplane. Why is he in his undies right there in front of all of us to see?
Bro, my kid be in his undies too.
I don't like that shit. It's weird.
It's like a women with their bra. The second they get home,
Look
they
at
want
Aries
to take that shit off.
Aries Spears staring at him. Okay.
Creepy, right? And it's something small. It's something simple.
With R. Kelly music?
The R. Kelly
My
music.
body's telling me no.
The R. Kelly music did throw it over a little bit.
Bro, look at it. Look at it. I'm like, nigga, that's not even funny. This is weird.
Yeah, this is definitely out of pocket.
It makes me fucking feel weird, bro. Look at this nigga.
But see the crack.
Look at the butt cheek. You can see the butt cheek in the boy.
Now you going too far.
I'm not going too far. I'm being truthful.
Bro,
butt cheek.
Me personally, my son, he be in his underwear all day. So that's why, like, in the
And
beginning.
you gonna let no, nigga? I don't like
it
butt
is
cheeks
creepy.
on a boy.
It is creepy.
A pedophile
Yeah,
would.
The fact that he's looking
This
and
is-
doing this and going to that extent.
Bro,
yes.
what the fuck, dude?
Yeah,
This is too much, bro. I can't. I don't even like this, right?
okay. Yeah, I
Bro,
see
he had
that.
to turn it off.
Oh, it's worse. It
Warren
gets worse.
It gets worse. It actually gets way worse, bro. It gets worse.
It gets worse.
This nigga gets in the bathtub with him, showering him with him, and oil, bro. it's
Yeah, like
bad, bro.
they're putting oil on each other.
Bro, he done fucking molested this child on TV.
So that's my. So I guess that's the part where I'm having now me seeing this for the first time.
That wasn't even bad.
No, that was
What?
bad. That was-
Compared.
look,
That-
that was-
compared.
Look,
You haven't-
look.
terrible.
Hear
You
me.
haven't seen
Hear
the
me
rest.
out.
That
Hear
was
me
bad
out.
Bad,
enough.
bro.
Hear
That
me
was
out.
bad enough.
I did not know that there are people out there like that actually look at kids, boys in their underwear like that. I didn't have that knowledge until this came
But
out.
I think okay, so I don't want to lose track of this situation, and I think it's important that we stay on track.
Okay.
The way I'm gonna be honest with you, when I see the video, where's the comedy?
Facts.
That's what I said. This isn't even funny.
Like,
pedophiles would
okay.
watch this shit and be like,
let them go.
Even the pedophiles wouldn't think it's funny. They'd be like,
because the way
I like where you're going. I like where you're
the way
going.
you're explaining it, when you, that's why I said you weren't doing a good job explaining it to me.
Okay.
Is because the way you were explaining it, as if this was not a comedy skit, and this dude actually really has a video out here inappropriately with these kids.
Right.
But when I watched this, I'm like, okay, I'm looking at it now. I'm like, okay, I'm feeling uncomfortable.
Right. Okay.
yeah, me
Like, I
too,
don't-
bro. That's
It is.
Like,
It
it's
is.
uncomfortable as
This-
fuck.
But then I'm asking, okay, this is Aries Spears and this is Tiffany Haddish. These are two prominent,
Well-known.
people.
Right.
in
Well
comedy.
known.
Right. Where's the genius? Where's the genius?
What is the point?
Right.
There has to be a point. With
You would
comedy,
think so.
With comedy, there's a point.
You would think so.
Are they trying to make
Got
fun
you.
of like creepy dudes that look at these kids like,
Bro.
And I get and this is my thing, and I'm trying to give some type of benefit of the doubt to the comedy side.
Exactly. Exactly.
But I really can't, not
Right.
after what I just saw.
The funny side.
but
That's why.
but-
That's
but
why I had to put it on for you.
I feel like I get if you was trying to make a comedy skit, like to me it should have been done completely different, and it would need to be way shorter. I think
Right.
you would have been able to get your point across.
oh my god.
on the comedy.
There's 4 skits.
Right.
There's 4 skits.
Yeah.
I'm like,
You're missing.
why?
That was
Why
one.
is
This
That was
ain't
one.
bad.
what was the purpose
ain't
of
bad.
this?
Here's
the purpose.
I don't
was,
even.
the
Need
purpose.
to, I
was-
don't even want to watch.
No,
the
you
rest.
can't.
Purpose. The
It's hard.
purpose
It's
was
very
for
hard.
me.
I don't
even wanna
The
watch the
purpose
rest
of
of
this
it.
video was for people like me who were blind to the fact that there are men out there or guys or girls that are doing this. The point was for me. It wasn't. It was.
But no, but see that.
It was
okay.
a comedy skit.
No, I get that, but you
You
kind of
can't-
you confusing me though. Like that's what I'm saying. Like the way you explain it, you ain't explaining it right. Like you're confusing me.
Okay, I feel you on
And
that part.
if I'm
I did.
confused, I know the audience confused.
I can't
So-
tell people what they see on this because it's bad.
I know,
It is that bad to you
no,
where
I
you
get-
can't continue,
no,
right?
No, right. But what I'm saying, you're saying it as if, because you keep saying that, this educated me because people, there's people out there that's like, we know that there's sick motherfuckers out there.
How does this
Not
do
me.
it?
Not me. Not in that aspect. I
You
wasn't
don't-
thinking like that. Nah.
You didn't know there was sick people out there?
I know there's sick people out there, but personally, I posted a video too, to be exact, of my son. I'm training him. If you guys follow, you see,
Oh, you're
he's in the backyard in his
Right.
underwear,
That's just no. Don't do that.
and we're playing
Yeah, don't do
baseball.
that. Don't do that.
I know. Trust
Don't
me.
do
Lately,
that.
I've been changing
There's
things
nothing
up.
wrong with you doing what you're doing.
But me not knowing
There's
that
niggas that
people
get off
maybe-
on that. There's
Right,
niggas that get
And
right.
off.
see that part.
and it could be your son, it could
And
be your
that part.
daughter. It doesn't matter. That's just something you.
But you know, there's a whole child ring.
Yeah, but I'm not thinking about that like that. I'm
But
just
you know
like, look at my
Sacramento-
son. He's doing
It's
good.
number one.
Sacramento's number 1.
it's
bro.
number one.
I get you. I get
So
you there.
I mean,
I get you. I get what you're saying.
It kind of baffles me that you don't think about that. See, no disrespect.
No. You're right.
disrespect.
No, you're
But
right.
that's what I'm saying. Like
But
I'm lost on that
How
part.
do you tell people
people
this? How do you tell people like, look, bro, you should stop posting your son
I'm
in
gonna
his
be honest with
underwear.
you. I didn't need to see this video not to know that.
I get you. That's where I say the comedic part is coming in because there's no other way you can try to tell people like,
But
hey, stop posting your son.
where is the comedic? I'm gonna be honest with you. Even I can tell there's parts where
It's a
they're trying to-
comedic scheme. It's a
But no.
skit.
No, the
No,
whole
but
thing.
that-
There's nothing
that's
funny
the
at
comedic
all.
part
At all.
about it.
No,
There's
let
nothing
me
funny.
stop you right here.
Okay.
When I watch this, I'm waiting for the. I'm not.
Then there's not.
I don't see it. I see a creepy. I don't even think I'm gonna be able to look at Aries Spears the same.
It's
Yep.
disturbing.
Now you see why I got
That's just
fucked up today?
disturbing.
I got fucked up. I got
Aries
fucked up
Spears.
today.
To anybody who likes anime, Aries Spears looked like a titan, looking like he's about to eat some people.
Yeah.
Facts.
That's true.
That's you know what that
Like
was.
he looked crazy.
That's a great way to put it.
Yep.
Like that did not even. And I'm I don't know. Like I'm trying to look at it. I try to give people the benefit of the doubt for certain things, especially when it's something like this, because this is way out of left field. I don't think anybody expected this.
No.
If this was a R. Kelly video, I would not be surprised.
It might as well have been with the music playing in the
That's
background.
another element.
But that's what I'm saying. Like if
Right.
it was a Jeffrey Epstein video, I would not be
Right.
surprised.
But isn't that a
But
joke
this
in
is-
itself? Playing the music in this, it's not a joke.
Hold on. Time out. Time
Well,
out.
It's
Hold on,
almost
hold on, hold on,
ripping
hold
off.
on.
I'm not saying that it's not.
And that's where I'm saying there's a thin line
Hold on.
between his
Let me
comedic
explain
aspect
something.
and
Let
what's
me explain
actually.
something. Something I was trying to explain to Rob earlier. Listen, I am the biggest Aries Spears fan. We talked on the show last time. We had a comedian on our show. We talked about top 3 comedians. Aries Spears was my number 3.
Yep, he's bitching.
He is my number 3. I love Aries Spears. Why? Not only that, I met him here in Sacramento 3 different times. He told me, I asked him, hey, I'm about to have a daughter. What should I do? Be in her life. He is the reason why I'm still fighting to be in my daughter's life. So when I heard this news today, when I saw this, bro, it crushed me. It crushed the shit out of me.
I understand that.
Because I love Aries Spears. And I was like, bro, what? Like, I can't look at him the same. I can't. Because I watched this video, bro. And at first, I was like, you know, I'm going to defend him. Nah, fuck that. You know what? He played R. Kelly. It was just to build an awareness that R. Kelly is a pedo, this and that. Like, I was trying to defend Aries. I really was before I watched this.
So
I was trying to defend him.
I'm going to look at this, you know, because with Tiffany Haddish, it really comes out of left field. Because I didn't expect that for her to be involved in this.
She was a side pun, though, once again.
But she's still part
Involved.
of the production.
Right.
But when you watch this, it's so like, whoa, bro, you know this ain't funny.
But that's
you know
I think
this ain't
that's
funny, bro.
That's the part that is not funny. Because
It's
I
not
didn't
funny at all.
not at one part did I feel like this was funny.
At all. No punchline.
But
None.
So was the slap in the face of Oscars funny? Was that funny?
It was.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I'm looking at this also. Why is this coming out now?
Oh, that's a good point. That's a good question. Because that does seem predated to when they really blew up.
He came out, so a couple people.
And that's why I was going to bring it up. Aries Spears has been in the news here recently about some comments he made about Lizzo.
All right.
He made some comments about Lizzo.
Who can't make comments about Lizzo?
Lizzo kind of took a shot, not necessarily at him directly, but at people that were kind of saying similar things about her during the award that she ended up winning. And now this is coming out.
Interesting.
And I'm talking about it comes out right away. Now I'm not let's keep it 100. In no way, shape, or form, and I'm trying to defend this man.
Right.
Because after what I'll be honest with you, tonight, I was gonna come out and say what really is going on. How bad is this? The fact that I just seen this right now.
That was stage 1. You didn't see stage
I
2,
don't
3,
even
4,
need to see it.
or stage 4 where he jumps in
even-
the fucking tub with the nigga and has him put baby.
Yeah,
bro.
I don't even
God,
need to go there. I don't even need to see that. But
like-
I'll say this: this is indefensible.
Yeah.
That I don't even see the point.
Right. I'm like, no, Aries, you fucked up, bro.
Definitely hard to watch.
That's my hero.
But me personally, I
I've
found
talked
it
to him.
very informative.
I've talked to him.
For my personal self, I found it informative. Like,
What do you mean informative?
Not to put shit out there with your son.
You mean
Exactly.
You mean informative in the sense of the exposure to this video?
Yeah.
Oh, bro,
or his production.
Bro. Oh,
The production of it let me know that I was doing something
Can I blow your
wrong.
mind real quick?
Go ahead.
I wish I can have the links to show you on YouTube. You know, there's videos of people just recording kids sitting there playing, and you could tell what that video's about. The kids are just playing, but you could tell the girls are in shorter shorts, the boys are half shirts that are high up. You could tell, and it's for 6 hours of kids playing in a daycare. Someone's recording this shit on YouTube, and it's still on YouTube. You can watch that shit. It's weird. To me, I watch it, I'm like, this is weird. What the fuck? The shit's out there. It's crazy. That shit is out there. That's why I said, bro, when it comes to your kids, don't put your shit out there. If you have your kids, I know people like to take pictures of their kids naked in the bathtub. I have pictures of my son naked in the bathtub. Bro, you can't see his junk. Why? Because at any given time, when it comes to a fucking iPhone, right? They can hack their systems and take that picture. A hacker can hack their systems, take that picture, and sell it to a child molester. No, I will not have that. Period.
That's information that I'm not privy to.
Yeah, you have to understand. They can literally, you could take a picture. You're thinking it's secure. It's in your phone. No, it goes to the cloud, and then the cloud gets hacked, and then now they see the picture and they can sell it to a fucking child molester on the dark web. Fuck that.
Technically, anybody can screenshot anything nowadays.
Yeah, but you're making it easier because you take the picture and you put it in the database.
Well, this is different. You're providing the content.
Right.
Right.
In this,
For
yeah.
stuff like this, and for a situation like this isn't a hacking situation. This is an attempt at a comedy skit, which they're gonna have to speak to this.
Yeah.
Like the question is going to have to get asked. Like, what were you thinking?
Right.
Real quick, Rob, what do you think about the comedians that say, well, it's comedic art? You know, he shouldn't have to. What do you think about that?
And I 100% agree with that. I believe comedies have the leeway. It has to be funny.
Ooh.
There's a whole lot of shit. To
Okay.
me, I don't think there's any line that a comedian cannot cross in this world. You can make fun of handicapped people, kids, this type of situation, all types of stuff.
What if someone
All
doesn't think
types-
it's funny?
Bro,
though?
Corey Holcomb has made a living off telling abortion jokes. Nobody likes abortion.
Sensitive
Them
subject.
motherfuckers is
Sensitive.
funny
Right.
as
True.
shit.
True.
You have to be funny.
Right.
It has to be funny.
There was no punchline of this.
There's no
There's
punchline.
There's no
I'm
punchline.
this is borderline just one of them videos you was talking about. Being 6 hours just
Some
you know what I
random
mean?
shit.
Watching a video of minors.
I felt like he was like, "How far can I take this shit?" You know.
But I'm
At
like,
the
what's
end,
the point
at
though?
the very
It's not
end,
funny.
At the very end, it does say, "Be careful of who you let watch your kids."
And that's what Aries Spears said at the end of the video. Be careful who you watch your kids, right?
Right.
And he did say that. So that might help him out in court. Be careful of who you watch. If you watch your kids. I don't know if he's going to get sued. Who knows? Should he get sued? I personally wish he could, but guess what? Court of law is different.
So
knows?
who
True.
are they making this skit for? Like, who's behind? Like, what company is?
So let's do it this way, because I do want to separate these conversations, because I do, especially now that I've seen the video. Now I think I got a little bit different perspective on this situation, but we still need to broach the question on this. That this was out of line.
Yeah,
Let's just-
100%. That's
no doubt.
crazy, dude.
Now let's go to the conversation a lot of people ain't really gonna want to talk about. I read deep into some of these things, and I was reading a lot of articles. This is before I watched this video. Why did it only have a civil suit going? I question that. You should have a criminal lawsuit. Why do you have a civil lawsuit?
Most of these skits
That
usually
means you only want money.
Because they're black.
right, and that usually means that
And when I
someone
look
signed
at that,
an NDA.
that makes me think, what is your motivation behind this? When you were at that age, your parents that allowed you to be in this video, who was in
Who's
control?
the guardian?
Who was really in the production of this whole situation?
The 14-year-old.
Who
wasn't it?
said what? Who allowed what? Who was in communication with who
Right.
on what this was supposed to be? Was it communicated to them that this is what this is about? Because I'll say this:
had
as
to be.
much as as bad as that video is, which to me it's sickening, to be honest with you.
It's crazy.
At what point is the conversation that everybody knows what's going on? The fact that it's not funny, let's just put that to the side. Because to me, I don't even think the shit should have gone in production. Number one.
Right.
But let's put it to the side. It went in production. Let's just say it was a bad attempt at trying to be funny. What was the consensus between everyone involved? Because because I'll say
Money.
this, if it's a situation where everybody knew what was going on, even the ones that's minors, they knew what the purpose of this whole thing was, and then now they want to cash in, I got a little bit of a problem with that too.
They had an NDA, bro. Somebody
They were
signed
told. They were
something,
told
dog.
that if your show does this, if your son does this, Aries Spears is linked to Nickelodeon. He'll be able to get on a Nickelodeon show and get bigger.
Nah, not even that. I'm sure
Is that
somebody.
what's behind?
That's one of the things they talked about. Yeah.
Somebody is a guardian, bro. Someone over the age of 18 had to sign off on something to put kids in some
Yeah,
type
they
of
can't
film,
just
bro.
pick these kids because obviously they're not related to
That's
them.
disgusting. I
That,
just
that
can't,
that's
bro.
the,
So-
that's the whole part of it.
So you
Somebody's
couldn't just
trying to get
pick
paid.
somebody's random kids.
Somebody's trying to get paid, bro.
Oh,
That's all.
the Tiffany chick, she knew the girl. That was her homegirl. And she told her, hey, he's going to get on Nickelodeon if you let him do the show. That's what she told her. So she's like, okay, cool.
Is a kid on Nickelodeon?
Nope.
Shit.
That's why they're suing. They didn't get the money. They're like, fuck, I did all this shit for what? like Aries Spears jumped in the bathtub with me and fucking sprayed it on me. I sprayed it on him for what? like,
Right.
Wow. So are you telling me that this was
He fucked up.
this was an agreement between Tiffany Haddish and a 14-year-old girl?
Yes.
So where's the mom? Where's the parents of them?
Right.
They have to sign off on this.
Somebody does.
The 14-year-old girl was a guardian.
No.
Yes.
There's no way you can get legal guardianship at the age
Not
of
at
There was
14.
nobody else. There was
Not at
nobody
14.
else. Only her.
No, you'd be in foster care.
Oh, shit. That's true. Then why do they keep talking about that she had the rights to say what happened?
And that's what I'm trying to say. Some
That's what they
NDA
talking about.
See, that's
had
a
to have
lot.
been
And I
signed.
think that's interesting because they're not releasing their names. They're putting Jane Doe and John Doe. So there's a lot to this, I feel like. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. There may be a lot of it. they may be trying to cash in because of money they didn't get or something they wasn't promised. You saying Nickelodeon saying money, it could be
Aries
whatever.
Spears says it was a shakedown.
It could be that.
Right.
It could definitely be that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not even putting that outside the realm of possibility. Matter of fact, it's probably very probable that's what it is.
Yeah.
Still,
Shit was
that
horrible.
shit shouldn't have never been made.
Shit was horrible.
I don't care. I'm thinking of it like this.
I would feel uncomfortable, like, bro, I don't like this. This
No,
is weird.
as soon as we started filming,
Right.
because when you write the premise up, I'm like, okay, we're gonna be funny. We're gonna try to basically play fun on, hey, you need to watch who you watching your kids, da 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 da. Cool. But then as soon as we start shooting, I'll be like, yeah, nah, we ain't doing that.
right.
Let me ask this
Right,
question.
We
no,
ain't
no, no,
doing
right,
this.
right, right,
Real
right. No,
quick.
no. What he's saying is right.
We ain't doing
that's
this.
That's
What's
the thing,
going
bro.
on? I
Because
would have been like, I can't. I'm not doing this.
yeah, it ain't no
Done.
different because to me, I'm sorry, like I couldn't kiss another man. Like when it comes to like I would be like, what the fuck? Like I can't. I physically can't do this. So it's like,
Let me stop you
there's
real quick.
There's a point that he has to say, look,
Where
this
did
has to
kissing
stop.
another man come into play?
He's basically making a comparison of what he would be prepared to
What?
do.
Yeah, what would you
That's-
be prepared to do and not do? That's it. Period. And I wouldn't. I just would
It
be
would
like,
get,
no.
basically give him a visceral experience of what
Because
he
you would
wouldn't be
think he
able
would
to
do it, but I'm like, I
I think
can't.
he's talking from like an acting standpoint.
from an acting
Yeah.
Right,
standpoint.
But
Almost
my
like
thing is
Brokeback Mountain.
he immediately thought about that. I kissed a boy and I liked it.
But I didn't, nigga.
All right. Anyways, fuck, what the fuck was I getting?
Like
ready to get
Brokeback
at?
Mountain. When,
You
would
want me to be
would
gay? You want me
be
to kiss?
able
You want to
do
kiss
that
me,
when
nigga? You want to kiss me? What do you want to
No,
do?
but shit, you interrupted me. I had something on my fucking tongue that was right there. Fuck.
My pink lips on your black lips, nigga. What you want to do?
I went on to that fucking kissing shit. And I
Tony, you got
fucked up.
I
pink
think that
lips.
the show could have went without that.
In general, man. It
But
was,
again, man, it's man.
it's bad. It's
I-
bad.
Yeah,
It's
bro.
pretty
That's
bad.
bro. Come on, that's
It's bad for both of them.
Right.
It's bad. It's I think it's bad for Aries Spears just because of
That
his
part.
part that he's playing in it. But Tiffany Haddish has, I think, just as much culpability since she was involved with the production.
Quick question. Who was in Mad TV? Was it Aries Spears?
Yes.
Yeah.
So I'm now certain things are starting to come into play. And if this was an old video, you know, him and his those TV shows were fucking crazy. They were already off the wall.
Not like that, though. Come on, not like that.
They had the
not
old
like
lady,
that.
Old lady coughing, old lady
was only-
coughing all over the food in the buffet.
That's not,
Not like nigga. Not
COVID,
like that, bro.
you
Not
COVID.
like that,
I'd
no.
whoop her ass if she did that shit to my food nowadays.
You
COVID.
know
but
what?
in general-
but you
Bad.
gotta, no, but see,
It
I'm
was
sorry,
a Mad
I'm-
TV
reaching
skit
with-
gone
I'm
You're
bad.
reaching,
sorry. No,
you're
you
reaching.
reach. You
You're
are
right,
reaching
you're right,
because
you're right. I am
because
trying to defend. You're
I
right.
think that I could still make a comedy skit about coughing on people's food today, and I can make it funny.
That was
But
not funny.
but this I don't see what a funny's supposed to be.
You didn't watch the other 4 parts?
I don't even want to see it.
It wasn't even funny at
Don't
all,
need to.
nigga. It was like,
don't
okay,
need to.
stop.
I don't want to see
It
it.
got worse.
I don't want to see
There's zero punchline, zero.
None.
But that's my point.
Zero.
Where's the punchline?
No,
to
you're
this?
Aries Spears. You think you can make a show like this and you
You're-
can touch kids in front of a camera and go home and masturbate later?
The funny
That's
part
what he
is
tried to do.
your
He tried to
thoughts.
masturbate later
Your
over that
thoughts
shit.
about the fucking thing is the funny part. It's where your mindset's
My hero.
gonna go.
He's no longer my hero, bro. Like, that sucks.
But
I
it's-
lost somebody today.
I
bro.
literally like the
Literally
video when
lost
y'all
somebody,
started the
bro.
video. It only got to what, a minute and something. I'm
was bad.
already uncomfortable,
It was bad.
Yeah, I'm uncomfortable. So I was like, dude, no, what?
and I'm just like, what's the point of this? So
Very good
yeah,
point.
they got some explaining to do.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, man, they got some explaining to do.
And Aries Spears, bro, I've 4 times I've seen Aries Spears here in Sacramento. I'm not going to see him again.
I
now.
haven't seen them live, but I definitely.
I'm not going to
it de-
now.
It
I
definitely
just can't.
makes
I'm
me.
like, bro, you killed my. I looked up to you. You told me to watch over my daughter and be there for her, and so I listened to you. Now I see this shit. I'm like, bro, what
Money's
the
the root
fuck?
of all evil, bro.
It's disgusting, bro. It's disgusting. I can't now. It sucks. I lost somebody. I literally lost somebody.
You know what's interesting too is, and I've listened to a lot of Aries Spears, and correct me if I'm wrong. I'm open to being wrong on this. Has this type of even material
no,
even been part of his skit?
No.
See, so that's what I thought.
no.
So it's not even something that he's even touched on as being a part of his.
This was done in
comedy bits.
2014. I didn't know about it till today.
Right.
A long time ago too. We're also talking about somebody's past who obviously was trying to make it. I don't think in 2014 Aries Spears was that popular.
No.
Stop. Aside of
Stop.
the whole map. No.
Stop.
thought
What was
Aries
it- what-
Spears has been popular way before
Yeah, I thought it was. Yeah, I thought it
2014.
was.
For
too.
what? For what?
Bro, he's a
For what?
For his impersonations.
No, not in 2014. He was still doing what the fuck did I just
no,
say?
even before.
When 2014 was not
what?
that long ago.
Damn near 10 years ago.
That's 8 years ago. Aries, you
Mad
know
Max.
you know how long Aries Spears is. Mad TV was the 90s.
There you go, Mad TV. That was 90s. God damn, we old as fuck.
Yep, we are.
That was
Aries
90s.
Spears has been doing this for.
Nigga, I was in high school in the 2000s.
Aries Spears has been doing comedy for over 30 years.
That's crazy to think about.
Have you heard Corey Holcomb
Yeah.
talk about it?
I haven't heard him talk about it. No, what he said. Well, Corey Holcomb already don't get along because they got his boy got in a fight with him on his show.
With Zoe Williams, right?
Zoe Williams.
Yeah.
Zoe Williams basically beat up Aries Spears on Corey Holcomb's
he's biased
podcast.
about it because anything Aries Spears touches goes to shit. But what's crazy is you know who actually defended Aries Spears? Charlemagne. That was crazy.
What did he say?
He was literally like, "Oh shit." I actually don't remember. But if you look up Charlemagne on the Aries Spears shit, he was like, well, what's it about? Well, how did he pertain to that? Well, no, they're trying to get after all of us. To be honest, I don't remember.
Okay, so that's the thing. He sounds like a person in the seat that I was in.
Yeah.
Somebody that had not seen the video.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I was even me not seeing the video, I wasn't about to come out here and start defending it. I was going to say, okay, where are we at with this?
Mm-hmm.
And what do you guys think? And, let's touch on it.
Yeah.
The fact that I seen the video, there ain't no question.
Yeah, that's
Tough questions, y'all. Go ahead and chime in on the comments. Let us know how you really feel about this situation. Like I mentioned, it was informative to me. I did not laugh at all during the skit, but I was like, oh, dang, what's the problem? This is supposed to be a joke? Okay, this is supposed to be funny, but it's not funny because I'm doing somewhat similar the same thing. So let us know what you guys feel. I'm really interested to hear what you guys have to say in the comments about that, just so I could get a personal feel on how people really feel about their kids and their underwear, because to me it's a normal, common thing.
his issue is that he incorporated a child. He should have never did that.
But
That's
once
his
again, if he wouldn't have done that, I would not have thought. Once again,
Make a dummy.
I
Put
could
a
be
dummy.
blind.
Put a
I
dummy.
could be
Put
blind
something
to
that's
the
not a child.
situation.
Now you have it in court where they have proof that you did that to a child. Like, oh my God. bro.
Was there an NDA involved? Anyways,
Maybe.
guys,
You can't have it doesn't matter what it is. Like
somebody signed something.
Yeah,
Some
but-
parent is involved. Some parent is involved.
I hope so, but with NDAs, it said an NDA is not going to prevent you. If a crime is committed, an NDA doesn't stop that.
Right.
And that's why it's not. Would you call it it's a civil suit and not a
Criminal.
There we go.
Right.
Kind of makes sense. In general, thank you guys so very much for tuning in to episode 38 of About the Night. You know you're rocking with the best crew in Sacramento. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. Continue to let us know what we're doing good, what we're doing bad. We love all that. You know you're rocking with the best crew. We got my guy over there on the ones and two, Mr. War Ready, Mr. Suede _like_coats. And don't forget about my guy Tony WSJR official _official, right? Mm-hmm. King _of _Sacramento. We're in the building. Thank you guys so very much for tuning in. Have a